Hey, hey, what's up? It's your girl Fanithia with Live Your Life Intentionally, where we chat about all the ways that we can live our life intentionally. I'm talking about health, I'm talking about wealth, I'm talking about travel, and everything in between. How do you live your life intentionally? How are you going to live your life intentionally? We started this journey with health, trying to get to that healthy weight, working to get to the healthy weight. And let's correct that. We're not trying, we're working to get to that healthy weight. That's where we've started. We're going to go to many different places. Your girl loves to travel. That is a part of living intentionally. I love working my books financially. That's a part of living intentionally. So y'all, we have lots of places to go, people to see, and things to do on Live Your Life Intentionally. We're going to talk about what does it mean to live intentionally, living your life on purpose. Okay. So what does that mean, and how on a day-to-day basis do we practice living our lives intentionally? I'm going to start at the very beginning of your day. What is one thing that we've all been told to do by our mamas since we were really little? What do we do when we wake up in the morning? Some of us have forgotten that little thing that we're supposed to do every single day. We're supposed to make our beds. And you guys might be wondering, Fanithia, what does this have to do with living intentionally? I'm going to tell you. But here's why being intentional about making my bed helps me. I've already told you. The first thing is I feel a sense of accomplishment at the beginning of my day. Okay. Last time we did a video, we talked about all the negative thoughts that flow through our minds. Like I think it was like 6,500 or something. Negative thoughts automatically fly through our ears. Okay. So that means that when we wake up, those negative thoughts are like, sometimes the negative thoughts come inside of our dreams and affect our day. Okay. Personal experience here. But when we get intentional about how we start our day and the actions that we take to have a good day, we can have some control over what's coming in our mind and what's going out. So you take control of that by doing an action to replace any negative thoughts that you might be experiencing. I've noticed that when I make my bed, number one, I feel a tremendous sense of accomplishment, like I did it. And one funny habit that I've noticed that I do right after making my bed is I open my blinds. Not because I want the world to see inside my bedroom, but because it's like that natural light flowing in. It just makes my soul feel open. If I didn't make my bed, I can hands down tell you I would not open my blinds because the bed's not made. It doesn't look put together. But every time I make that bed, one of those windows and one of those sets of blinds are opening. And I feel so much better. Okay. Another reason, which you guys can probably guess, I'm talking about the natural light coming in. My soul feels so at peace and so calm. Like, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And not only does it feel calm in the moments after I'm making the bed and while I'm making the bed, it feels calm every time I get to step back into my room throughout the course of a day. So every time I walk into my room and I see that nice, crisp bed made, I just feel so at peace and happy in my soul, no matter what's going on around me. Like, I can't get mad at my beautifully made bed. Like, my bed is made and it just brings happiness and joy to my soul even when I don't feel happy. Okay. So that calm soul, that sense of accomplishment, these are all good things. Okay. And the third thing that making my bed has done for me is it helps me move forward with my day in a more productive manner. It's like, okay, task one is accomplished. Now it's on to task two. And that has really thrusted me into being intentional about everything that I do after that point. Like, it just happens that way. Okay. The fourth thing this rounds it out about making my bed, that just brings me joy, is the moment that I get to climb into my freshly made bed that I made that morning with the sheets tucked. They're tucked in. I get to untuck them and snuggle into my bed. It has made going to sleep so much better than times where my bed was not made all day long and I'm getting back. It's almost like you're jumping back into yesterday's junk or into the day before's junk. That's kind of like, if you think about it that way, carrying over a messy bed from Tuesday to Wednesday and then getting back into that messy bed on Wednesday, that is like amazing. I just had that revelation. It's like you're taking yesterday's junk with you into the future. And we all know, to move forward, to grow, we don't want to take yesterday's junk into the future. So making that bed is a fresh start. It's a way to start anew. It's a way to make your soul feel good and to feel a sense of accomplishment. So I have a challenge for all of you. I want all of you to join me in making your bed every single day of the week. It will feel amazing to you. I want you to comment below how you have felt after making your bed for 5, 6, 7 days in a row. I'm telling you, I feel great. That's even on days where I have accomplished absolutely nothing. The fact that I've made my bed, I feel like I've accomplished something. So join this challenge with me. Make your bed every single day, starting for the next 7 days. Remember, it takes 21 days to change a habit, to get a new habit started. So we're going to start with 7 days. Then you're going to comment how you feel, how you felt over the 7 days of making your bed every single day. Okay, and then we're going to keep on going. We're not going to stop. We're going to make this a new habit so that we start every day anew and leave yesterday's junk in yesterday, because we don't want that mess. We do not want that mess. Okay, so we're going to make our beds. And that is one way that we are going to live intentionally. Now, you guys might be all motivated. Yeah, we're going to make our beds every single day with Finithia. You're motivated to make those beds, right? But I don't know if this happens to you, but every time I get motivated with something and I start it and I'm like, oh, happy cheerleader. Yeah, let's go. I'm doing it. Well, guess what happens? Those negative chariots are coming, like they're coming to knock me off my rocker. They're coming to knock you off your rocker. Why? Because if our minds are conditioned to think negatively, the negativity's coming when you're motivated, because whatever negative forces are out there do not want us to prosper and to move forward. And I'm gonna get a little spiritual with you guys. We have an enemy of our souls, and the enemy of our souls does not want to see us prosper and do well and bring other people on this journey to do well. So the negative forces are going to come, but what do you do about it? Do you stop? You started making that bed, you were highly motivated. Do you stop? Or do you keep going? And how do you keep going? I'm here to tell you that I've stopped way too many times, like literally way too many times. So how are we going to keep going when motivation is overcome by the negativity? All right, here's what you have to do. Really simple. Something else our mamas probably taught us or did for us. It's called discipline. Okay? I'll say it again a little bit louder for the people in the back. It's called discipline. We have to move from motivation to discipline to accomplish anything in this life. To live intentionally, we have to move from motivation to discipline. That's what living intentionally is all about. It's all about the discipline of our lives, in our lives. So how are we going to be disciplined to continue to do the things that we have to do day in, day out? Okay, so I'll tell you a little story, and this is why I say discipline is so, so, so important. Motivation is great, but what keeps you going, the discipline, is, I would honestly say, more important than the motivation. Okay, so back a few years ago, several years ago, I was motivated to go get a master's degree. I was motivated by the potential leadership opportunities. I was motivated by the increase in pay, the potential increase in pay. I was motivated to start looking up master's programs in my field. I was motivated to complete the application. I was motivated to get started, right? But I quickly realized the motivation ran out. We had to write so many papers for this program that I was no longer motivated to do this. Like, I was done. Like, I love writing, but forced writing is not fun writing. Okay. So the motivation was no longer helping me because I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, listen, when I was doing this program, I'm still a mom. Okay. I was a mom then, still a mom now. I was a wife. I worked full time, and I had to do all the things that moms do: transport, cook, clean, that wives do. Everything. Okay. You guys already know. I don't have to tell you all the things that we have to do in our day to day. And then to take on the extra of going back to school and getting a master's degree. Okay, when do you guys think I got that master's degree? It wasn't during the day because I was doing everything else during the day, working, caring, all of that, right? I actually had to basically do my master's degree in the middle of the night. What does that mean? So when I put my kids to bed, everybody else has gone to bed, 10, 11 o'clock, guess who's starting her homework or her schoolwork? Me, okay? And there will be plenty of nights that is 2 o'clock in the morning and I need to finish what I've started, right? I need to finish this paper. I need to respond to these discussion posts. And motivation had left me. Motivation was like, girl, I got you started, but I'm out because this is for the birds. So motivation was gone, but discipline had to jump in and carry me through. So motivation got me started, but discipline carried me through all the way to the end, and then motivation came back. So this is how motivation came back. Discipline was like, okay, I got you week in, week out. We're going to do this. You're going to excel at this program. You're going to make straight A's. You're going to finish this. You are going to finish it. Okay. That was discipline, making me work midnight and beyond constantly during the week. It was about those last 2 assignments where I was done. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, they call it senioritis, senior burnout, whatever. So motivation was like, discipline. I got you. She's getting tired. She's getting tired of you telling her what to do. Discipline. Let me come back and let me motivate her, because motivation was like, girl, you only have 2 more of those 20-page papers to write. 2 more. You can do this, because when you finish those 2, you are going to have a master's degree. So motivation came back in and was like, let me wrap this thing up with a bow. And bam, I have a master's degree, right? But it wasn't all motivation. I was not motivated at all for the majority of that process. I was disciplined for the majority of that process to finish what I started. Okay. So that's why we have to be disciplined. So on our journeys in our lives to live intentionally, and let's talk about health right now, because that's where we are journeying right now. We have to be disciplined. It's not easy. Yes, we can be motivated. We can do a workout that motivates us, that jazzes us up. We can look at this YouTube video or any other YouTube video that motivates you, and it can motivate you. But discipline is really what's going to carry you through, because as soon as you hit off, the motivation is probably like on its way out the door with the off button. Okay. So it takes discipline. How are you going to discipline yourself to do the things that you say are important to you? Okay. And part of that is you have to make things non-negotiable. You have to make your time non-negotiable. Okay. So if you plan on working out 5 days a week, right? You need to write in your planner, in your schedule, what time you're going to work out each of those 5 days. You set that time and you don't let anything else interfere with that time. You have to be on purpose about it. You have to be intentional about it and be disciplined to do it day in and day out, day in and day out. I looked up the word discipline, right? And the first set of words in the definition of discipline is the practice of training. So we're in the practice of training ourselves to do the things that we need to do to accomplish this goal of getting healthy. All right? What are we practicing? What are we training? I'll tell you like this. If you're not intentional about practicing and training yourself, disciplining yourself to do the things that you say that you want to do, that we say we want to do, because I'm talking to myself here, right? We leave room for interpretation. And I'm going to ask you, how do you think we became overweight, right? Some people have medical conditions, but for the majority of us, how do you think we are in this place where we have to be on a journey to get healthy? We left room for interpretation. Most of us who are in this place where we want to lose weight have not intentionally gained weight. We've left room for interpretation, okay? So we have to practice training ourselves to do the things to help us reach our goals, okay? We cannot leave room for interpretation. That's how you go broke. That's how you gain weight, and that's how you live a life that is unintentional, okay? Where you wake up one day and you're like, how did I get to this spot? Because we were unintentional about the things that were important to us at a certain time in our life, okay? That's how we were undisciplined. So you can be unintentional and you can be undisciplined. And those two things as a combination, they're not good for us. So now we have to retrain our brains to be disciplined and to be intentional about everything we do. Point of the entire video today is to be disciplined, okay? Let motivation get you started, but let discipline carry you through. The motivation to keep going will be there every time you hit a new milestone. Every time you choose to be disciplined and you choose success over failure, motivation is going to pop up and going to pat you on the back, and then she's going to turn the show right back over to discipline because she knows discipline is going to get you to where you have to go. I want you guys to really take this to heart. Every time I'm like asking God what to say to my audience, I'm taking this to heart. And trust me when I say, if I'm on here and I'm encouraging you to do something, I'm doing it. If I'm telling you about a battle, I'm the first one going through that battle, y'all. I'm telling you because it's personal experience. So I'm not coming from a high horse. I'm coming from Phenethia, for real, Phenethia, okay? Everything I say to you is everything that I'm experiencing on a day-to-day basis. I truly love you guys. I hope that your journey is going smoothly. If it's not, hit me up, reach out to me, leave your email address in the bottom in the comment section, comment on the video if it's helping you. And please, 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 please remember this. There is someone who you can share this with. So take a moment to think, who can I share this with? Whose life will this benefit? Because I'm here to be a blessing to as many people as humanly possible. So please share my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when I post something new for you guys. This is Phenethia with Live Your Life Intentionally. Peace out, y'all. See you later.